All right, so the first thing you're gonna do, or at least the first thing that I did, when I felt that heavy trigger, was I tested the trigger with this wheeler deal. Okay, so it was a nice, easy pull. You want to be consistent with these things to get consistent results. So about the same spot. So this one was same kind of area. It's about 4 and some change. So a little stiff for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the action off of the stock. Real easy. Okay, you have 2 screws right here. One here, one here. Do that real quick. We're going to really focus not on this one that is on the outside of the trigger. It may have an effect on your trigger poundage, but typically it doesn't. I read a lot of things online that said it doesn't have very much an effect, but to try it. So I tried it, and then it didn't really do anything whether I tightened it or I loosened it. So I go back down here. This one, take this guy out. That screw right there is what you want to tighten or loosen depending on the poundage. So to give an idea where it's at, just straight down over the trigger face. Let me see it from the side. Okay, so right there. That's the guy we're going to loosen. I'm going to put some blue thread locker on it, and I'm going to tighten it until it's at a point where I want, and then I'm going to leave it and let it set. I took this one off, and I'm going to retighten it and just get it thread locked back in there, because when I loosened it and tightened it again, I broke the seal, so I don't want it rattling loose. And then this one I'm going to tighten to the point where I want the trigger and the poundage to be. Like so, you know, just so you can get a little bit on there. Now I'm going to put it in. So I'm going to line that dude up. Just get it started in there. When you're starting off to test the trigger, there's going to be a point where you loosen that bolt up too loose to where the action will not even cock. The pin won't get set. So I'm going to load this back. See how it never even set. So it's going to go and it's going to set. The firing pin doesn't cock. The trigger, that means the trigger is too loose. It won't even get locked and cocked back. So that you kind of try to find that baseline. Okay, now I'm going to show you in the same frame here. I'm going to tighten this up to where about two threads or so are showing. And then I'm going to try that same thing. So it's unlocked there, pull it out, and it immediately sets. So somewhere in between there, I'm guessing, is the right trigger set. Now I'm going to test the trigger. Okay. See where this is at. Okay, let's see. My dog's right at 2.5. Let's try it again. Try this again, reset these guys, see what we got. That broke right at 2, okay? So I had a little bit better of a pull there. I'm gonna try it again here. Be real. That one's a little over 2. Okay, so we're kind of getting somewhere in between 2 and 2.5. Now that the next couple pulls, I'm really going to focus on being real smooth and having that trigger right there. Okay. That was as smooth as I could get it. That's just under 2. So let's try it again. And now having a factory trigger like this, you may not get the same exact pull every time. That's why we buy Timney. That's why we buy Jewel triggers. Because they have that extra consistency. But for this, let's see, I'm going to go real slow. Okay, it broke right at 2. I'm going to try it one more time. I want it to be right around 2. So I'm going to try it one more time and see if it ends up somewhere in the ballpark. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to clean up any excess Loctite, and then we're gonna see. Okay, so as you can see, it's just under 2, but that's right where I want it. So I've got this guy set with Loctite, the blue stuff. Okay, I have this dude set about right where I want it to be. Okay, it's right around 2 pounds. I'm pretty excited to start trying this muzzleloader. I mean, obviously the reviews are really good. I have some buddies that have these and they love them. But I'm excited. It's going to open up some doors for me here in Arizona and to hunt personally, and also for my clients that hunt with me. And I just think it's any way to hunt is fun. You know, I love to bow hunt too, but man, hunting's hunting. If you can get out there and have another season to go hunt, why not? You know, that's the way I look at it. I love bow hunting, but I also like long range shooting. I like messing with new projects like this and just taking it to a different level. So I'm gonna try to get these pretty tight. Probably say like that's probably 60 pounds of pressure, I think, right there. I got pretty good leverage with this guy, so. Okay. So it's all locked in, ready to go. Really all you do is you just adjust the 2 little screws. So you don't have to use Loctite, but I want everything that I do, I want to kind of have that security in the back of my head, like, hey, things didn't move or they're not going to rattle. So I'm just checking it right now. I'm just going to do another quick test, just what the heck. Okay, right at, that's just over 2. So I'm going to do it again. It really depends with these trigger pullers right here on how you pull. You know, I wasn't paying attention right there and I was kind of rough. So I'm going to really make sure that it's like right on that tip, like just like my finger would be. Just kind of a slow, easy pull. And that broke right at 2. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in this, is a nice 2-pound trigger that I don't have to do a lot of thinking when the pressure's on it. And we're going to go from there. So before I even want to shoot this thing, I want to make sure the trigger's good, what I'm comfortable with, what I'm going to stay with. And like I said, it's a lot like my other rifles that I shoot a lot farther with. So I kind of like that consistency where I pick up one gun and it feels just right, and I pick up another, it just feels just right. All the triggers are pretty close. So it's fun. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, that's great. I know that I was looking for a video similar to this for when I had this, and I was trying to get it dialed in. So this is ready to take to the range. I'm going to go take it to the range. I will be videoing and be keeping you up to date on the results, see how far this baby can shoot and how accurate it is in a realistic hunting scenario. So, all right, we'll see you next time. I'll let you know about the results and keep you posted.